She never missed class until one morning she didn't show up. In the front row of room 302, Alara was as certain as the sunrise. She was the girl who was always there before the bell. Her pens lined up like soldiers, her notebook open to a fresh, expectant page. To the world, she was the steady beat of the school's heart-reliable, predictable, and perfectly composed. But Alara carried a weight that didn't fit in her backpack. It was a heavy, invisible fog that gathered in the corners of her room each night. Every morning, she dragged herself out of bed, cinched her posture tight, and stepped into the light, terrified that if she slowed down even once, the fog would swallow her whole. During lunch, her friend Lumen would sit across from her, sharing stories of weekend plans and minor heartbreaks. "You're so lucky, Alara," Lumen would say, gesturing to Alara's perfect notes. "You've got it all together. Nothing ever rattles you." Alara would only smile, a practiced, fragile thing that never quite reached her eyes. Mr. Julian, the history teacher, often used Alara's essays as the gold standard. When he handed back her latest paper, marked with a brilliant red A, he didn't notice the way her fingers trembled as she took it. He saw the achievement, but he didn't see the girl who had stayed awake until 3 a.m., fighting the urge to simply disappear into the shadows of her own mind. The battle was silent. It was fought in the hush of the library and the privacy of the bathroom stall. It was the effort of breathing when the air felt like lead. Alara became a master of the fine, a word she used as a shield against anyone who looked too closely. Then came Tuesday. The bell rang, the students scrambled to their seats, and the morning sun crawled across the floor of room 302. But the chair in the front row remained empty. Mr. Julian frowned at his clipboard, his pen hovering over the name Alara. It was a mark he had never had to make. Lumen kept glancing at the door, expecting Alara to burst in with an apology and a breathless excuse. But the door stayed shut. The silence of the empty chair felt louder than the chatter of the classroom. For the first time, Lumen noticed the perfection of the pens Alara had left in her locker, and how heavy that perfection must have felt. Back at the front of the room, Mr. Julian found he couldn't start the lesson. He looked at the empty space where his most reliable student always sat. He realized he knew everything about her grades and nothing about her soul. The good kid had been drowning in plain